Welcome back to Did Reviews. Today I'm going to be looking at another mouse. I've not run on the Wii's for a while. The last one I did, I think, was the Glorious D-, which is the one I still use. Absolute great mouse. Today I'm going to be looking at the Endgame Gear XM1 RGB from Endgame Gear. And this is in the Dark Frost colour. Massive thanks for Endgame Gear for sending this out. Really appreciate it. I have got their mouse mat as well, but I'm probably going to do a separate video on that because it's quite an impressive mouse mat. But yeah, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a look at this, to unbox it, show you what's in the box. Get it obviously plugged in, have a look around it, have a look at the software. I believe it comes with, you can get software for it. And we'll have a look at the effects for the RGB, so you can have a look at those. We'll have a good look over the mouse itself, and I'll let you know my thoughts at the end. So let's get into it. Right, so as I stated in the intro, this is the XM1 RGB in the Dark Frost colour. It does come in other colours. I'll link them in the description below so you can have a look. So this is the Dark Frost version RGB. As you can see from the box looks very impressive. Let's have a look over the box, see what sort of the specs are, and then we'll go from there. So lightweight, around 78 grams. Obviously not super lightweight, not like this, which is the Glorious, which is around 60 something. I'll put that up on the screen for you. But that is obviously a honeycomb sort of shell, so it's going to be lightweight anyway. But 78 is not bad at all. When you've got like the Logitech out there, which is used quite a lot, the G502, which is like over 100 grams, this isn't bad at all. So we've got 50 to 16 CPI. What does that mean? That's the sensor on it. CPI. I'm not sure what that means. I assume that's DPI. Same sort of thing. Anyway, I'll try and clarify that and get you some information. And then we've got less than 1 millisecond analog technology, so that's sort of your latency. So should be very good for gaming, as it is a gaming mouse. Around to the back, obviously, you've got all sorts of different languages and stuff. So patented analog technology for true less than 1 millisecond switch response time. Patented, not used that before. I'll have a little game with it and see how I feel, and obviously report back on that. Pre-sorted switches for an ideal clicking feel. We'll have a look over the mouse in a second and see what it's like. And it's around, like I say, it's around 78 grams and 16,000 DPI, high quality flex cord. We'll have a look at that again, and obviously configurable RGB lights, which will be done in the software. So let's get this unboxed and have a look. So first of all, you pull the cord out first, and it's all sort of packaged in this foam, rather than packaged in the foam anyway. So yeah, you pretty much get the mouse. I don't think you expected to get anything else really other than the mouse, and you've got sort of a download card to tell you where to get the firmware and the software for it, which I will get. And let's put it out of this foam and I'll have a good look over the mouse. First of all, the cord is really nice and flexible. It's very similar to the Ascended cord, I think it's called, from Glorious. It's very, very similar to that. I'm not a big fan of that on there, but that's going to be the PCN, so it's not going to be a problem. Stops sort of interference, and it's sort of held together with a rubber cable tie. But yeah, that feels really good actually. Really impressed with that so far. And then this is the mouse itself. If you can see that, like I say, it's Dark Frost, so it is a frosted black texture. You can just sort of see the plastic sort of supports underneath, and then it's got this sort of line that goes all the way around here for your RGB as well, and it's got obviously skates built into it as well, and obviously there's your sensor there. Underneath there's DPI sort of changing, or is that polling rate? That could be polling rate there. Yeah, that's polling rate there, so you can change your polling rate on the bottom on the fly, which is nice. Nothing for DPI, so that's a bit different. That'll be something you have to do in the software, I assume. And then this thing itself, you've got your 2 buttons on the back. They feel nice and clicky there, feel good quality, and obviously your left and right mouse. There's absolutely no rattle in it whatsoever. The buttons all feel really sturdy, and yeah, it feels really, really good actually. Feels really well made. So we'll get it plugged in and we'll have a look at it, what it looks like sort of when it's all lit up. Right, so here we have the software. It's quite a simplistic looking sort of software. You've got sort of what your left clicks and stuff can do here. You can reassign those, so you can move those around if you want to and make them do different things. And obviously assign different things to your front and your back and your middle click as well. So that's pretty much standard for most sort of mice. Then we can go on to the sensor, and I did get this wrong originally. So you've got a lift cutoff. You can sort of change here from 2 to 3 mil if you want to change that. I'll leave it as standard. And then you've got your different colours here for your DPI settings, and you can turn them off or on, so you can go up to 4. And what I did get wrong here is this button is for sort of polling rate, using this sort of key here. This is for the polling rate, it's using the key here. However, the lights underneath actually mean the DPI. So if you see on the screen the colours on the software, they match that. You press that and it cycles through them up to 4 different ones. So that's good. So it does both, that button on the bottom. So you can do your DPI on the fly as well. And then going over onto the lights, it's pretty much your standard stuff. You've got colour flow, which it's on at the moment. I'll just show you that. You've got colour flow, it's on at the moment. You can go down to colour cycle, which just goes between the two, between the different colours. As you can see there, you have to apply each stage. You've got a comet, which basically pulses the colour round. And then you've got your standard breathing and solid colours as well, which are self-explanatory, and you can change the different things. So you can change the wheel, the logo, and the ring, different colours if you want to. And for now, we'll put it on colour floating so you can see it, and I'll give you a good show around this sort of mouse itself so you can see how it looks. I think it looks absolutely amazing. It's some of the best implementation of RGB I've seen. So like I say, you've got the scroll wheel here that changes colour, you've got all the back here that changes, and you've got this bar around the bottom that also changes as well, which is really well diffused as well, and looks absolutely brilliant. So yeah, I'm really impressed with that. Going on from there, you've got update screen, which is obviously to update the mouse firmware, stuff like that, which you can do. Currently on the right firmware, so that's fine. You can reset it, and then you've got a support tab, which literally is as it says, to get support from Endgame Gear themselves. So that's the software. I'll have a little play around with it. Let's have a quick look in terms of how it feels. So in terms of the feel of it, to me it feels really, really nice. It doesn't feel that much heavier than my Glorious Model D minus. Definitely can tell there's a difference in weight, because there's probably over 10 grams weight difference, but it doesn't feel overly heavy. The skates on the bottom slides really nicely around the screen, around the mouse mat, should I say. It feels really good. Clicks feel nice. Yeah, I can't complain about them at all. The scroll wheel's got sort of bumps in it, so it's sort of a feedback feel on there, and then your clicky buttons either side. Yeah, it feels really, really nice. I'll have some gaming sessions, and I'll sort of include that in my conclusion of how I think it feels to use every day. So yeah, let's get back to the conclusion, and we'll talk about it. Right, so that's the XM1 RGB Dark Frost from Endgame Gear. Like I say, it does come in more colours. I'll put the links into their website so you can see everything they do. I'll also put links in where you can buy these. You can get these from overclockers.co.uk. So if you do decide to buy one, please follow my link. It is an affiliate link, and it helps me out a little bit. So I'd appreciate that. But yeah, as a whole, I can really recommend this mouse. It absolutely looks amazing. It looks the part. Like I say, it's probably the best implementation of RGB I've seen in a mouse. I just like the way it shines through this sort of dark frost. They also do another one that's quite similar to this as well, different sort of colour. Which looks amazing as well, and then they do solid colours. I think they do black and a white. Like I say, I'll link that in the description below. In terms of feel, I've had a quick play with it. I will do sort of a long-term review at some point, probably a couple of months down the road, so I can give you sort of an idea of how it's been to live with this. So I'll use this for the next few months and sort of report back on that. Hopefully I'll get around to that anyway. But yeah, I've had a good play around with it so far, and used it on a few games and stuff like that. And yeah, it's really nice to use. Really, really nice. It's not too heavy. It's not super light like some of the others, like the Glorious Model D minus I've got, but it's not massively noticeable, and it feels really good in the hand. It's sort of good for any sort of grip, really, I'd say. Yeah, it's quite symmetrical, so it can be used left-handed as well, if you can use those with your left hand. So it's sort of more of an ergonomic sort of ambidextrous mouse, I'd say, as it's symmetrical symmetrical overall. So it can be used for other people, left-handed people as well. Like I say, it just feels really good in the hand. I use that sort of grip. I'm not sure what it's called. I'm not down with all that. Palm grip, I believe. But you could use it any other sort of grip as well, and it would feel comfortable. And it feels really, really nice. So yeah, like I say, obviously, watching a video, you can't feel what it feels like. You can't sort of see it in person, but I'm just letting you know what I think about it. Yeah, definitely recommend this if you're looking for a new gaming mouse. I will put the sort of, like I say, the link so you'll be able to see the price, current price of this. It's not too expensive as I remember. So if you're looking in the market for a new gaming mouse and you want something that looks the part and feels the part and performs, then definitely recommend this. I have got some more videos coming soon, so please don't forget to subscribe and give this video a like if you did like it. Again, massive thanks to Endgame Gear for sending this over, and I'll see you guys in the next video.